This story is about getting the president in the White House. Every 4 years, the story begins after months of commercials and lawn signs saying, "Vote for me for president." By now, you have heard more than enough and have decided who will get your vote. So on the first Tuesday in November, you go to your polling location and vote for the president, right? Well, almost right. Your vote does not go directly to the president. It goes to a chosen group of electors who have pledged themselves to a particular candidate. These people make up the Electoral College. So, does your vote count? It counts in your state. What do I mean by that? Your state has a specific number of representatives, or electors, which can cast their vote for president. Likely, your state is based on the winner-take-all system. In this system, once all the votes have been counted in your state, the candidate who received the most number of votes wins all of the electors' votes for president. If you're voting in Maine or Nebraska, your state uses a proportional representation system. Based on a percentage, some electors will vote for one candidate, while other electors vote for another. So on General Election Day, when you're watching the polls close on CNN and waiting anxiously for the results of the state, what does that really mean? Will your state go red, or will it go blue? As I mentioned, there is a specific number of electors for each state. These numbers add up to equal the amount of representatives in the U.S. House of Representatives and the U.S. Senate. The Senate has 102 representatives, and the House has 436, which adds up to 538. If you find your state on the map, for example, Georgia has 16, the number listed there is the number of votes that will go towards either the Democratic candidate, represented by blue, or Republican candidate, represented by red. Now that you're on the edge of your seat watching the polls close and the newscasters announced what color each state is, and you're frantically adding the number of electors in each state together, you get... Oh yeah, what are you looking for? 270 votes. A candidate must get at least 270 votes to win. This map shows the results of the last presidential election. If no candidate receives the 270 votes, the decision will be sent to the House and Senate. But it is still only the general election. Remember those electors' votes we are adding up? They are only pledged, not guaranteed, but plunged at very high stakes to the elector. The story continues for the electors. On the first Monday, after the second Wednesday in December, those groups of people who were selected to vote in your behalf go to your state capital and cast their vote for the candidate they pledged for in November. If the winner of the state was a Democratic candidate, then those blue people go vote. If the winner of the state was Republican, then those red people go vote. If you live in Maine or Nebraska, then you possibly have red votes and blue votes, or maybe only one colored vote. If the Electoral College works, then those votes should have the same outcome as the general election. The story then ends on January 20th for the inauguration of the new president.